It's that time again. Today we're talking about the Charlotte market update for June 2021. And I wish I could tell you that inventory is back to normal and multiple offers were a thing of the past, but I'd be lying to you. What I can tell you is things might be getting somewhat better, and we're gonna unpack all of it right now. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brian Taylor and I'm the owner of Dreamline Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, so new data is available, and this data covers the entire Charlotte region, including 12 counties around the Charlotte area in North Carolina and 4 counties in South Carolina. Now remember, the data that we're talking about is through May 2021. It's always 1 month in arrears. So let's dig right in. The first thing we're gonna look at is new listings. And this is the piece of data that potentially shows some good news. So listings year over year were actually up 8.5% with 5,690 houses going on the market. And this increase is something we haven't seen in a while, which is a good indication of one or two things. Either sellers are feeling more comfortable having people enter their houses due to a higher percentage of people becoming vaccinated, or sellers are seeing the rapid price increases in property values and making a decision to cash in, fearful that the market is reaching a peak. However, in my opinion, I think we are a long way from a peak, and we'll talk more about that and about home values in just a moment. Next is pending sales. Pending sales were up 1.7% over last year's numbers, but up 15% year to date. And this is a clear indication that buyer demand is red hot and people are scooping up properties as soon as they hit the market. And following the same trend is closed sales. Closed sales were up 26.4% as compared to last May, which naturally would be expected because of the strong buyer demand. And moving on, let's talk about days on the market. And this statistic really tells a story. Days on the market decreased by 56% year over year, and this number further strengthens the case of how quickly houses are selling. However, this number is likely overstated because it takes into consideration all the properties regardless of price point and condition. And the reality is, most any property in good condition, in a good location, and priced correctly won't make it past 4 days on the market. Now let's talk about average list price. The average list price in May broke the 400,000 mark, coming in at 404,000, which is an increase of 8% from a year ago. To put this into perspective, in 2019, the average list price was 338,000. So keeping these numbers relative, sellers in this price range have enjoyed a $66,000 increase in equity in just 2 years. And since the average list price has risen, naturally we should see the same type of increase with the average sales price. And the average sales price in May rose 27.4%, coming in at $394,924. And that's an increase of $85,000 compared to what a seller could have sold their same house for in 2019. And that's what I call massive appreciation. And that takes us to the percentage of list price received, and this number continues to rise. Sellers are getting well above asking price in most cases, and on average that equates to sellers getting 101.6% of what they asked for their house. And we'll likely see this number rise for quite some time, and it's not uncommon in this market for us to see properties that sell for $50,000 or more over list price. And here's where things haven't changed much. Inventory of homes for sale in May came in at 3,104. And although that's a decrease of 62% from the same time last year, remember what I said earlier about new listings. While we're seeing a very slight increase of new listings, inventory levels as a whole are still struggling to increase because houses are selling so fast. And speaking of inventory, the month's supply of homes has remained the same for the last 4 months, sitting at 0.6 months. And again, this means that if no other houses were to come on the market, it would only take about 18 days for everything that is currently listed to sell. So with that said, we are a very long way from getting back to any type of normalcy in the market. All right, there you go. This is our June 2021 market update. I'd love to have a conversation if you'd like to dive into these stats in more detail, or if you would just simply like our help and advice. and our contact information is in the description below. And stay tuned for future videos and market updates. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell to be notified when we release new videos every week. Make it a great day.